everyone, I'm Helena Patience from Entreflow Consulting Group. Thank you so much for joining us for another segment of the Entreflow Appy Hour. So this week I have an interesting little tool to share with you, and I'm sure many of you use it already, but I thought that the application that we've worked out with a client of ours is kind of unique, and I thought to share this with you. So you've probably all heard of Evernote. It's been around for a really long time. It's basically a glorified note-taking tool, not dissimilar to Onenote, but you can actually use it as a document repository as well. So we typically will use Hubdoc with our clients as a way to gather documentation, but for this particular client, they were already using Evernote to manage not only their personal documentation, but as well their business documentation all in one place in a very structured format. So we decided to skip Hubdoc this time and see what we could do with Evernote for some of the heavy Evernote users out there as a workflow to help them with their business documentation, and as well with integrating that with Quickbooks. So the kick-ass feature for this tool is that it is really awesome for a document repository, so storing your documents and keeping them organized, as well for organizing your notes. One of the top features is that you can actually, it does have OCR technology within it, which is super cool, and basically you can search text within images and PDFs really easily. So the search capability, aside from being able to search through documents, can also search through images and PDFs, which is super cool. So if you're trying to find something really quickly, it's super easy to find. Some of the requested features, so we would like to be able to export the words in the photo and be able, and as well, be able to integrate directly with accounting software, which it doesn't do yet. So what we ended up putting together as a workflow with this one client is, as I mentioned, rather than using Hubdoc, they're actually uploading, they use ScanSnap and ScanSnap directly to Evernote into their folders. The one, I guess, other requested feature with Evernote is you can't actually attach documents from your Evernote. You have to actually save them onto your computer, your desktop, in order to access them. So I guess that would be another feature. But basically what our client does is when they upload the documents, they also resave them onto their desktop, and then when they're pushing their transactions through QuickBooks, through the bank feeds, they're able to attach the document. So it's a little bit more work than the workflow through Hubdoc, but it eliminates them having to completely redo what they're already used to doing with the ScanSnap and Evernote piece, and just basically add a little bit of extra task on the end to actually get the documents saved into QuickBooks, which we absolutely love. As far as the suitability, this is great for anybody really. I mean, it's free for the entry-level package. So if anybody's needing a place to store their documents and their notes, and say you're not using Google Drive or something akin to that, then this is a great option. What's also great about Evernote is this client that we they travel a lot, and so they're able to access all their documentations really easily on their app while they're traveling. So all their notes for their talks, they can take notes while they're in conferences, all very easily in one place on their app, and the phone app is quite good as well. The implementation rating, it passes the grandma test, so super easy to get it up and running, and then as well the usability rating, again, passes the grandma test. So here is, again, another alternative to Hubdoc. If you have a client that's using Evernote, this might be a good workflow for them, or if they're the type of person that have a lot of notes and documentation within their business and are already using it, this might be a good workaround to get the expense receipts and other bits and bobs into QuickBooks to make their lives easier without having to throw in another app at them. So that's all for me, Helena Patience from Entreflow Consulting Group, and you've watched another segment of the Entreflow Appy Hour. Again, if you like what you see, please subscribe below so you can get more business tips, best practices, and more apps that you should be checking out. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.